Well, it's good, Commanders fans. So, quick video here. If you guys did not hear, JD Mckissic is out for the rest of the season. They have placed him on injury reserve. That was per Ian Rappaport. It says the Washington Commanders are placing running back JD Mckissic on injury reserve, ending his season due to a neck injury that requires a few months of rehab. Nikki Javal also says the Commanders are placing JD Mckissic neck on injury reserve per source, which means they could go into the game with 52 people on the active roster, or they could activate Chase Young. They have to decide before 4 p.m. today if they want him available for Sunday and have a roster spot waiting for him. So Chase Young, they already said that he most likely will not be playing on Sunday, so it is what it is on that. We'll see about next week for Chase Young. But JD Mckissic, this is unfortunate news because the neck injury he suffered against the Seahawks last year, it must still be lingering and still be affecting him for sure. So, I mean, he has 1 year left on his deal after this year. Looking at Spot Rack or Spot Track, there is a potential out for the Commanders in the contract in 2023, a 1 year, $4 million contract, but there's a $2 million dead cap if they release him. So, honestly, if I, at the end of the year, I always do who should stay, who should go. I love JD Mckissic, man. I love what he's done for this team. With Alex Smith, he had 80 catches in a season. That's incredible from a running back. And then even last year, he was second behind Terry McLaurin in receptions. He had like 43 catches. 43 catches last year. I'm looking it up right now. He had, he had 43. He had 43 catches or something like that. Yeah, he had 43 catches. He had 80 catches in 2020, 43 catches in 2021, and then he had 27 catches so far this season for 173 yards. So he hasn't really had much, and he just hasn't really been involved in this offense. I mean, with Antonio Gibson and Brian Robinson, you got B-Rob as your running back number one, as your tough thunder and light, the thunder type of rusher, your main rusher, and then Gibson is your Swiss Army knife. So JD Mckissic was our Swiss Army knife last year, the 2 years past, but this year he's been the third string running back, so there just hasn't been a lot of room for him. I remember I was very upset when he signed with the Bills and the Commanders let that happen. Ron Rivera let that happen, and the Martys let that happen. I was pissed off, but I do understand why I kind of get why they weren't so gung-ho on bringing him back. But JD, he could have went to the Bills, a playoff team, but it's unfortunate to see what's going on with the neck injury right now. So Jonathan Williams, he's got to step up. Jared Patterson's got to step up as that third back. But honestly, B-Rob and Gibson, they're getting the bulk of the carries and the bulk of the snaps right now anyway. So I do wish JD Mckissic a speedy recovery. I do think he's super talented. I do think he can help an NFL team. This one too, I really do. It's always good to have running back depth, but it is unfortunate with this injury. So it just looks like it's still lingering from last year with that injury. So he is 30 years old. So we'll see if he's on this team next year or on another team next season. So he is done for the season. He is on injury reserve. I hate to see it, and I wish him a speedy recovery. And I hope JD Mckissic can bounce back. But other guys got to step up. B-Rob and Gibson, they just got to keep carrying the load. And I want to see 40 carries, 40 rushes. I know it's not realistic every week, but I do want to see this team run the football at least 30 to 35 times each week. That's our identity, and that's how we're going to win football games. All right, you guys. Yeah, you guys have a great week, and I'll see you guys on Sunday after the Texans game. Hail to Commanders. Peace.